My phone just broke.
How old is it?
I had it for 2 years.
Have you tried repairing it?
Basically, the third time I do it. And even if I do it again, my phone is out of date.
Well, that's because of program obsolescence.
I heard of it. But what happens to the products that become obsolete? It must create a lot of waste.
Electronic waste. Nowadays, everyone has a television, a phone or a smartphone, an MP3 player, a computer, a game console, or an alarm clock. Useful or just to have fun? It will be really difficult to live without them. So, what is the problem? The problem is the following. These objects are created with raw materials, which are dangerous for the environment and hard to recycle, such as lead, mercury, chrome, etc. Moreover, to producing electronic products requires huge quantities of water, energy, and metal. To produce a computer, you have to use 4 times more energy than it will consume during its whole life. The worst thing is also the fact to replace working electronic items by new ones. So, even if the technology keeps improving, the life of electronic products becomes shorter.
First of all, can you present yourself?
Hello, my name is Marine Labat. I'm project manager in the Business Development Industry Support Department in Veolia, the leading company in handling waste, water, and energy all over the world.
Can you briefly explain the process of waste recycling? What processes are put in place to better waste disposal?
Before even talking about recycling, selective sorting has to be put in places. We can distinguish 3 types of selective sorting. Source sorting, when the waste producers sort their waste themselves, sorting by voluntary contribution, when producers bring their waste to dedicated on public sites or in waste reception centers. And last, sorting in waste reception centers by machines or employees during the recycling process. One of the big issues to take into account while talking about waste for programmed obsolescence is that these are technological products and they are very difficult to recycle. First of all, because of their complexity, source sorting and sorting by voluntary contribution are impossible, and sorting in waste reception centers take a lot of time and a lot of resources, be it can be mechanical or human resources.
What is the percentage of recycled waste?
For programmed obsolescence related to waste, only 30% is recycled and 2% is reused afterwards.
What happens to the rest of the waste coming from programmed obsolescence?
The rest of the waste produced by programmed obsolescence, which represents 70% of the overall waste, is burned or buried, or handled in informal ways.
How is it bad for the environment?
Programmed obsolescence is bad for the environment in several ways. First, it leads to destroying land and ecosystems in order to gather new resources, and then, for the part that concerns us in this topic, more and more products are bought each year. An average French person buys 6 times more electro-domestic products during his lifetime than 20 years ago. And all these products go to waste someday, and if not handled properly, they add themselves to the 4,000 billion kilos of waste generated each year in the world.
Does the overall waste volume increase over time?
Between 2008 and 2020, the amount of waste in the world should increase by 40%. And another interesting fact is that the more developed a country is, the more waste they produce. So this trend is likely to continue and on if nothing is done to stop it. Thank you.
Another main issue is to mention only 40% of the worldwide wastes are recyclable. The others, 60%, running around rubbish dump, toxic matter, Inside them contaminate the ground and groundwater. Sometimes, electronic waste is sent to poor countries, where they try to extract rare materials. So, what can we do to resolve this main issue? We recommend to buy only when needed, and before purchasing to make sure that it is really impossible to switch some parts of the product to make it working again. The best way to reduce waste is to consume with moderation.
Give you away. Be careful how you say my name.